right. Well, welcome everybody to installment 14 of Guy Party Podcast. I'm joined this week. We skipped a week. For some holiday activities, but I'm joined with my co-host / host, him,
It's me.
Matty Brook Daddy.
It's me.
Him. And I am just plain old Al. And this is Guy Party Podcast. Welcome. And we will hopefully try to get back to you guys every week. But, I mean, last week was a little bit hectic with some travel.
Yeah,
I flew back to Pennsylvania. Flew back to the East Coast. But was it worth it?
Was it?
I don't know, dude.
You
The
don't
trip
know.
back was terrible.
Yeah,
But,
I saw an Instagram post and it did not look fun.
Anyway, I think Matt's trying some cool shit here with the video.
You're pointing out the
So,
email right now.
Email guyparty91@gmail.com. That's Matt's handle on Instagram. This is mine on Instagram, and I believe that is our Instagram for Guy Party Pod, Guy_Party_pod. That's pretty much the main thing.
Close enough.
That further? That much?
Yeah, that's better.
That's the main way. That's the main way to pretty much get in contact with us. That's about. We're gonna be posting videos on there. We're gonna be doing all that shit, posting stories and stuff. Matt's gonna be coughing and dying and it's crazy.
I'm getting over a cold.
So-
All right.
He's getting over cold. As soon as we got on the video call today, I was like, Matt, are you sick?
Yeah.
He's like,
In all honesty, it was probably best that you were away last week because like last Saturday was the worst of it for me. I think I slept
by
for
the way,
like
it is Saturday, June 2nd. Fucking already.
yeah,
June 2nd. Wow.
but last Saturday I slept for like a solid 3 or 4 hours in the middle of the day. And
I was
was
just
just
usually sleep 3 or 4 hours like total. So
yeah, and I
That's
was just feeling like complete crap and coughing nonstop, and it was not fun.
I bet.
So
But as everybody can see, this is week one, first time ever that we're doing the video of Guy Party Podcast, and I like it. Kind of like it.
it took some setting up.
Took a lot of finagling. Took Google
Yeah.
Hangouts to say screw you Google Hangouts, and now we're gonna be using just do Discord. So
I
we're on
mean,
Discord right now.
ultimately, I would like to figure out Google Hangouts, but
Yeah, it seems pretty easy. But I mean, whatever.
I think it would be easier if we had shut up. I will. You're over there.
You
I'll
will fly out
fucking
here.
kill you. I'll
Yeah.
fucking kill you. All right.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's that hair, man.
Dude,
the hair gives you
alright.
confidence. The hair gives you confidence.
Look. This is probably the longest my hair has ever been.
In all the time I've ever known Matt, his hair has never been this long. Everybody, as long. Mine is stupid.
Like, it's and it's getting summer, so it's like I'm ready to just chop it off.
Dude, I want to shave my hair off so bad, but Ash is like, no, shave it. It doesn't look right. Okay.
I've just been
Whatever.
lazy, honestly.
Dude, it's
Hence
how
this.
easy is it to just get a buzzer? Just 5
is.
minutes, you're done. You're done. But no,
I don't know.
I guess women don't like that.
We'll
Whatever.
see. I mean,
Works for Jason Statham, but he's going bald.
but he's also bald.
I was
There's
gonna say, he's
there's
going
a difference
bald.
between bald and
Did I just?
shaved.
Yeah. No, whatever. But anyway, how's your week besides being sick, Matt? How was your 2 weeks? How was
Yeah,
your
I was gonna
Memorial Day?
say it was more than a week. It was 2 weeks.
You probably got some stories.
Not really. I mean, I've been playing games, streaming. I don't. I guess Dark Souls Remastered came out since the last podcast, so been doing work on that.
What are you playing that on?
PC.
PC. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think I have like 6 hours in it right now or something. Doing work. I haven't died a whole lot yet. Like
Doing
15,
work.
15 deaths. But I've been playing that. Getting back into The Witcher. What else have I been playing? Started playing this game called Styx.
STICKS or STIX?
STYX.
Oh, fuck. I was wrong on both accounts. God damn it.
But it's like a stealth game. Me and my buddy are playing through it right now, and it's
Cool.
it's pretty fun. Like it's you have a lot of stealth games out there where it's like, oh, it's stealth, but if shit hits the fan, it's like you pull your guns out or you go all out and kill everyone. This game it doesn't work that way. Like you can't really fight hand to hand, so you have to be stealthy. So and it also has a cool mechanic with multiplayer where if like one person dies, when they respawn, like they respawn on the person that's alive, but it takes half the player's health. So like you almost have to be like methodical about it. I think we played about 95% of the game, right?
So if you
95% of what we've played so far, we've had a sliver of health just because we keep dying and taking each other's health.
So it's not just like, so if you have half health and I spawn you, you have a quarter health now.
Yep, and you have a quarter health
whatever
too.
You're at. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, it just chops health in half and divides it.
Yeah, wouldn't bode well in that game.
But like I said, it's true stealth. So like if you get into a fight, like you just are fucked. But it requires some thinking to get through some of the levels then, so it's definitely been enjoyable where we like kind of sit there and like kind of have to like plan out like which way you want to go. Because it's like kind of big map areas to do it in. So
okay, cool.
So it
sounds fun.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. So
when don't you enjoy playing? I enjoy playing shitty video games. Even if I have time to play a game, it's fun to sit down and play a game, no matter if it's great or okay.
Yeah, I mean,
that's good though. Who are you playing with?
Yeah. My buddy Seth.
Yeah, I think I met Seth via GTA Online.
Yes, he was one of them.
When I was testing out his rocket car. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
pretty fun.
Yeah, he was one of them. And we're having a blast. So
what else you been doing?
Catching up on comics. As I look at the massive
I
pile.
was say you're looking at that pile.
Yeah,
and
then I have a pile right there. It's pretty big.
Shit.
But actually, I started listening to Dune on audiobook at work.
No, not even kidding. I looked it up yesterday. What is it? 21 and a half fucking half hours? Because I'm going away again for work this week. And
Dude,
6-hour drive.
Boot it up. Get it.
No, I think
Get it.
I'll tell you after.
Get it.
I'll tell you after your week is done.
But something else.
Memorial Day.
I worked
Cool.
about 5 hours during the day, and then came home and did nothing because I was still getting over a cold and kind of feeling like crap.
Yeah.
So I just kind of came home and played video games then.
Gotcha. Ashley. Potatoes are done.
But
guys.
we're
making dinner.
Something else I actually picked up. Have you heard of Altered Carbon?
Yes, I did. It's on Netflix. It's a new series. I heard it's getting pretty good praise.
It's based on a book, which I picked up. Didn't know anything about the series either. I just kind of was like knew it was a Netflix series, heard it was good, and picked up the book. Read the back of the book, and like it seemed very interesting. I was like, I'm sold. Picked up the book.
Did you watch any of the?
Nope, haven't watched any of it yet. I think I want to read the book first.
Oh, then just be ultimately disappointed, man.
I might. I've heard it's a really good series though. But the thing is, if I
fucking dinner. Continue. I'm gonna take this out of the oven. Really.
Yeah, go do that. If I generally if I read books, or if I see a movie or TV show before reading the books, he should have fucking muted himself. What? I'm gonna mute him. That's what I'm gonna do. I just muted him. Generally, if I watch a TV show or watch a movie before reading the book, I have very little interest in reading straight up book. She looked creeped out.
He can multitask. I can't multitask.
No, you
I'm
can't.
very bad at everything.
You can't. You are horrible.
So, I'm gonna finish the beer. And then I'm gonna pick up another one.
Wow. Good?
Yeah, this is really good. So yeah, I got a Stone IPA. It's a Stone variety pack, but but it's like a Stone IPA variety pack. So like, there's nothing below 6%. It's crazy. It's really good. But anyway,
you're special.
Yeah. So I was getting back to what you were saying about the Altered Carbon. I was looking at that show on Netflix, and it looks pretty interesting, but I don't know if I want to get into it yet because I want to get into Lost in Space first.
So, like I said, the back of the book is what sold me on buying the book. Okay. But if you're going to watch the series first, I don't want to say what's on the back of the book because it might be kind of like a spoiler moment for possibly an oh shit moment in the TV show.
Gotcha.
Okay. But essentially what it says on the back of the book kind of sold me for buying it because it's a really interesting concept.
Okay. Cool.
So, and then playing through Cuphead, one achievement left, and that's going to be torture. Yeah. Got to beat the game on expert.
Dude, I want to play it. I want to play it so bad, but I just like I saw these reviews like, oh, it's probably the hardest game ever beat, or probably the hardest game ever played. Hardest game ever played. Like that. I have no interest.
It's really reminiscent of old school games, of just like side scrolling shooter, like
but like very difficult.
Yeah.
The way I saw I saw like a quick little video of it, but it looks like the shit that's scrolling in the background of the game versus what's like the enemy shooting at you. You kind of get lost in it a little bit, and you can
get a little bit of that, and then like there's some boss fights, where like kind of two attacks almost happen at the same time, and it was just like having to focus on stuff coming up from top and stuff coming from the side. That it was just like I felt like my eyes wanted to do that, and obviously your eyes can't do that
unless you're a special kind of person.
I'm not.
And
I'm not.
Yeah. No. Me either. Well, that's cool, man. Good for you.
Yeah, I think that was pretty much my week.
Can't play games like that.
I think.
Cool.
How about you?
That wasn't your week, man. That was your 2 weeks. Fuck my weeks, man. I went home last weekend. Let's just start off the goddamn shit show. Went home last weekend, and we flew Frontier. Don't fly Frontier. We flew Frontier Airlines, and we went down to Denver. We didn't actually sleep because our flight was at like supposed to be at like 12:50 in the morning, like a.m. So we went down that we left at like 8:30 from our apartment. It's a 2-hour drive to Denver Airport. So when we got to the Denver Airport, the place we usually park, the lot's fucking full. So we did this whole roundabout trying to find parking. Roundabout, went up to this other one, went to this Uber parking lot. Like, fuck this, I want to trust some Uber driver. And then we came all the way back down to the parking lot we wanted to originally, and like a spot or two opened up because it has like like that sign out front that says like, oh, parking spot, whatever. So we finally got a parking spot after another like 20 minutes of looking. And then we went into the airport, checked in, got the security, and as soon as we like sat down, Ashley checked her app, like her My Flight app on her phone, and our plane was delayed like 45 minutes. I'm like, whatever.
Sucks.
Fucking stupid. So all in all, like we didn't take off till like 2:10 in the morning. We were supposed to take off at 12:50. So it was like an hour and 10 minutes or hours and 20 minutes, whatever. And then we flew. That flight was actually pretty cool because we flew. It was pitch black here, and then we flew into the sunrise.
That's pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. So we landed at like 7. Ashley's mom picked us up and everything, and then we had our visiting, and I saw my parents this weekend for the first time in 5.5 months. That was good. Sorry I missed you, man. We were running around visiting Ashley's grandparents, and you were working. So it was just a big it was a busy ass weekend. So
did you get your Wawa?
Dude,
got your Wawa, didn't you?
No, I didn't get my Wawa.
You got Wawa coffee, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I didn't get any Wawa.
Why are you smiling? Why are you smiling then about it?
Because I got something better.
Yingling.
So, no, I can get Yingling down the street. But we went to this place. I don't know if I ever told you about the Amish market, the Dutch market.
I feel like I've heard of it.
So it's only open like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and it's run by like just full-fledged like Amish, and like they have the whole little hats and stuff. It's cool, but we went there and I got like their barbecue chicken and ribs and everything, and that's better than Wawa. So much better. But like as we were going back to the airport on Tuesday, I was like, we drove past the wall. I was just like, and I missed it. So I didn't get my buffalo chicken cheesesteak. However, I probably, you know what? I probably could have left the airport with the issues that we ran into on Tuesday. Left the airport, walked to fucking Wawa.
Probably.
Sat down there, had a fucking whole meal, had a coffee, maybe put in half a shift of work, and then went back to the airport. Because when we got to the airport on Tuesday, as soon as we fucking checked into security, because I'm pretty sure once you check in through security and they scan your boarding pass, you can't leave. You can't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So you can't. So it's our flight. Oh, fuckers. We got there at like, I think we got there at like 11-ish, 11:30-ish. And we got in, we got through security, and our flight was supposed to take off at like 1 o'clock. No, 12:45 or something. And as soon as we got through security, we're like, all right, so we've got like an hour. We can get like a coffee or something quick to bite to eat, and then hop on the plane. As soon as we go to security, the fucking app rings. Flight's not taking off till 3:45. We had a fucking 3-hour delay because it was 12:45, and I was like,
start drinking,
fucker. So luckily, right across from our gate was a Chickies and Pete's. We sat down,
nice,
ordered some Krabby Fries.
Is that a like a Philly thing?
It is.
All right, that's what I thought.
Yeah, dude, they have 4 fucking locations in the airport. 4. We saw all of them because we had time to walk around every gate. We went to every gate.
Nice.
So we had tall beers, like 20-ounce beers or whatever. Then we got some food. Then we had another beer.
Crab fries.
Crab fries, dude, are so good. And then we just
so good.
You can't kill that much time. Like it's hard to kill that much time. Like you think about now.
Did you have your Switch?
I did.
Oh, there's some time. There's an hour.
There's not many chargers there, but I killed it on the plane. I saved it for the plane. I was reading a little bit, but we were in the Terminal E in Philly. We walked Terminal D, C, A, and B and A, whatever. We walked every other fucking gate just to kill time. And then when we got in the air, we were going. It's supposed to be a 3-hour flight, 3-hour 15-minute flight. Like, oh, we're gonna start initial descent into Denver. Sweet, cool, we're done. And then like 25 minutes later, like, actually, we had to reroute us south about an hour to dodge some weather. So we're over Oklahoma now. I'm like, dude. So we stayed in the air an extra hour. We were supposed to get home at 3.
Sucks.
We were supposed to land at 3 in Denver. We didn't get home till like 9, dude. Fucking terrible.
That sucks.
But, oh, dude, just it's Frontier Airlines. They suck, man. They're terrible. I'm never gonna fly them again. They give us $50 gift cards or whatever reimbursement for another flight on their airline. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna use it because I'd rather fly like American or United. But anyway, that was that. Trip home was fun. Had a nice cookout and stuff, but played the entire plane ride home. And there, I played Odyssey, Super Mario Odyssey again.
How many moons you got now?
425.
Damn.
That's not even that much, man.
Wait, did you start from the beginning?
No.
Oh.
No. I continue my file. I had probably like 330 when I started. So I probably got about 100 more moons that whole trip, which isn't bad. Yeah. It's not bad. Because once I beat the game, I never went back and played the game with like those little metal cubes.
Yeah.
You know, you break. Yeah. I didn't go back and do those. So I went back and starting from the first
Some
level,
of those are hard.
Dude, they fucking are. And I broke those open, and then I got as much as I could in one, and I went and did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Lake Kingdom actually has 2 of the hardest moons I fucking had to get.
The what one?
Lake Kingdom?
Lake.
L-A-K-E. L-A-K-E. Yeah, and it's like you have to go in to like one of the underground pipes, whatever, but it's shaped like the little square. The moon. And you have to jump over the fucking toxic waves. and they're constantly coming, and you got to go into a frog, and you have to jump over in time, like the fucking toxic waves. And if you hit anything, you're just dead immediately. Because
fuck that.
That's hard. So I got both of them, but it took me a while. But I'm just trying to get to the darker side. I need 75 more moons to get to the darker side. That's pretty much what I played. I played Celeste for like 15 minutes, and I was like, I'm dying way too much, and this is. I just want to play something like relaxing and like just fun. I don't want to like get into it too hard and like just have to focus. So I just played some Odyssey.
Bitch.
But besides that, dude, I was like, bitch. You said bitch though, right?
I said it.
You said it though. Okay. Yeah, but besides that, man, I haven't really played shit up until last night. I tried to boot up some Fallout 4 DLC, playing the Automatron DLC.
You posted to Instagram about it earlier today.
Just today, yeah. I played a little bit. I played like for like 45 minutes today, but
I think I installed Fallout 3 today. I think I'm gonna play through that New Vegas and 4, possibly stream it. We'll see.
Yeah. Why? Why all the Fallout hype?
Because if you haven't heard it yet, Fallout announced Fallout 76.
Fallout 76,
which is going to be interesting to see what they do, because it's multiple sources seem to confirm online.
MMORPG.
Is it MMO? I've only heard online.
I heard MMO. Massive.
I only heard online, so
I don't know how they do that. But
they did it with Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
So
I haven't played any of that stuff, so I'm only the Fallout guy.
I mean,
but anyway,
I'm excited.
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on initially hearing that about Fallout 76?
That's gonna be co-op or online?
Online. Like, do you think they're gonna do a single player?
I keep seeing people say that they want it to be like that, where it can be co-op, but they can do it single player also. I would like for it to be, when they say online, for a possible like drop-in, drop-out system. Something similar to like Dying Light, Dead Island, Ghost Recon, where like you're playing, you can go through the world by yourself, or you can invite someone to just drop into your world. And
so like Borderlands too.
Even. Borderlands, yeah, that's another good example.
So you can just, if you're playing, someone just joined, you click the online, someone can just drop in your game, help you out, and then just leave.
That's how I would like it.
That'd be cool.
Assuming they don't do what they did, I think it's Far Cry 5, where like the second player that's being dropped in and joining the host, like none of what that second player does advances their story. In their file, so it's like, I hope that if they do it, they do it so way, like if
any XP you gain or any
it's all
side missions
carried over to like if I go single player on that file. That's what I would like to see.
Cheers to that.
I think I even texted you the other day when we were talking about it. It's like part of the experience for Fallout for me is being in an open wasteland by myself, going through by myself, trying to explore the area, survive, stuff like that. I don't necessarily want to be in an area where there's like, it's going to feel weird having 3 or 4 people next to me. And it will make it feel easier, which I don't necessarily want.
It will.
So unless they do something with the AI, they have something playing with the AI that they can.
Yeah. Dude, there's something about Fallout 4. I played Fallout 3 for just a little bit, but I really got into Fallout 4, and they just think that as I text you, I played it that night mostly, like when I could, just to like get into the game, And it was just something about just going around, seeing new places, and just hearing shit crawling around somewhere, and like it just that game was really immersive in that aspect, because I would just like I would go somewhere and I'd feel just completely alone. In here, and just me and whatever the fuck that sound is out there. And it's like, that's either I have to kill that motherfucker or I'm dead. So
I mean, it's possible that it isn't an MMO.
I hope not. I really hope not.
Because
I hope it wouldn't just be co-op, like me and you.
That's what I'm hoping. And if it is, there's a chance that, because a lot of people were like, it's only been 3 years since
3 years.
4.
2015, yeah, it came out. Fallout 4.
So a lot of people were speculating that was a different developer that did it.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like what happened with New Vegas. New Vegas was done by Obsidian, which I think Bethesda owns or something. It's like a sub developer or something. I don't know exactly. But they essentially for New Vegas just took assets from 3 that were already made for 3 and put them into New Vegas. Which, looking at the video for 76, it looks like all the assets from
4
are in it.
So yeah. When they gave the view of the inside of Vault 76, I was like, this seems similar to like Vault like 75 and like Vault 1. It just seemed like the same kind of setup.
Even like the suit texture, and
the Vault 76 is the same thing as the 101 and everything. But I just think it'll be cool because the Vault 76, I've been seeing a lot of stuff that vault opens only 20 years post bombs. So shit's gonna get
I'm
radiated
excited for.
Get your RadAway ready, man.
I'm trying to look up Obsidian Entertainment real quick.
Yeah, you do your thing, man.
To see how they relate to Bethesda. No, it looks like Bethesda probably just subcontracted them.
That's cool.
But
I'm into it. But
yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, dude, I just really hope it's just that kind of. I hope they do put some kind of single player in there. But if they don't, and it is co-op, I hope it's just like you and a buddy, or like you and 2 buddies. You can't have like, and there's not just people just running around doing other shit. But I just hope it's just you and me. Maybe we'll just play online co-op, and then just you do it as like a tag team. That'd be cool. I think that wouldn't ruin the atmosphere as much as what some other reports are saying. So
yeah, I mean, if it's an MMO, it would definitely ruin the atmosphere and make it feel like another MMO, just retextured. But I'm excited to kind of delve into the world again and possibly find new vaults and learn about what screwed up experiments they were doing in them.
Yeah, isn't Vault 76 a control vault though?
Well, yeah, 76 is just one that opens 20 years later, but like there's so many vaults that are just messed up stuff. Like I think did I send you the picture about what Vault 77 is?
Vault 77, this
where
one dude in creative
pods. And then like we were telling I was in a group text with 2 other people and we're like one guy hasn't really played Fallout before, and we're telling him about like he didn't realize that like because he's never played, he doesn't realize each vault had like its own special thing about it.
Some weird.
So me and my other buddy were just like saying experiment after experiment. Like one was like 999 guys and 1 lady. Another vault was the exact opposite with 999 women and 1 guy. There was one vault where there was 20 guys, 10 women, and a panther. And there's one with just like clones in it, and there's one with drug addicts with drugs hidden in walls and stuff, and it's just I'm excited to go back in and just learn about more
new
messed up stuff Vault-Tec was doing. That
was probably one of the funnest parts of Fallout 4 for me. It's just I would go through and like I would spend I'd play the game for like 5 hours, and I would probably do like 1 side mission because I would go into some place and I would go into every terminal and I'd read everything about everything. And that was more of the game almost than the story was.
My one buddy Seth, he's like, I'm excited for it, but he's like, I'm never gonna beat it. He's like, I've never beaten Fallout 3, I've never beaten New Vegas, I've never beaten Skyrim. He's like, I spend all these hours in it and I just get sidetracked with stuff and just never finish the main story.
Yep.
So
very easy to do. Games like that.
Something crazy I heard though, I found it on I think it was the Fallout subreddit. I can't find the post now, but apparently Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas received like a 6 GB update.
Really?
And people were speculating, is it like going to be like a graphics update or what are they doing? Because these games came out, I mean, 10 years ago.
Yeah, decade ago.
So,
Yeah.
6 gigabyte update for a game that's been out 10 years now. That's a pretty hefty update.
I'm slamming my eyes at you, Bethesda. What are you doing? I don't know, man. That's pretty cool. I like that. I'm thinking there might be a fucking update I need to do for Fallout 4 because shit's moved. Like, when I start the game, it moves fine. But if I die and I get reloaded in, it just fucking lags and lags and lags. And it's just really fucking annoying.
I know with
I don't know
PC
why.
there was a memory leak issue. I don't know if they fixed it. But when I first played through it, it was a huge issue towards the end of the game. I was like, freezing and the textures weren't loaded in, and
I'm dying more because like I get to a point like I reach some dude and I'm like, well, fuck, okay. I shoot once, I miss, of course, because I'm fucking glitched, and I'm just dead.
Yeah,
it's fucking annoying, man.
Yep.
But anyway, that game's fun. I'm going through the nice. I'm going through the DLC now, finally. But I think there's a fucking glitch, man. Because I'm on the automatron, I have to build Jezebel.
Sure.
I have to build a robot, and I have all the resources. I know I do. But when I go in to build a robot, it says I can't build it because I don't have the X amount of resources.
Google.
Fucking. I try. I fucking. Where's glitch? This, that, other thing. I can't find anything. Cannot find a damn thing. But I am excited to go back in there because, dude, that's a great world. I mean, people kind of knock Fallout 4 for not being a great RPG and everything. Whatever. I like to just go around and discover new shit.
I think it was
really fun.
The minimal endings that were in it.
Yeah, because I know Fallout
where it was
Vegas
had like 7 different endings.
Yeah, it gave you a lot of choice and like what you did.
But it was also like
kind of
spoiler alert for Fallout 4. For a game that's been 3 years, if you aren't gonna play it, whatever.
You're good.
Where it's like you got the Institute you can side with, and then it's like, what's it? The Brotherhood, the Railroad. I think there's one other.
Steel, Railroad, the Minutemen.
There's like 2 or 3.
You get three
and
factions.
Like everyone besides the Institute, like the last couple of missions are all like the same thing.
Pretty much just to go.
And that's why people were upset. It was like, I feel like the only difference is Institute or not.
Pretty much, yeah. You either go in Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Wait, is there?
That's why I'm not sure about.
There's 4. There's the Brotherhood of Steel, Institute, Minuteman, and Railroad. There's 4.
Sure, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah,
I haven't played it.
I just started playing the game again, so
like a year and a half.
I just started playing it again yesterday, but dude, it's like I get to play it at like 10 o'clock at night because Ashley's like, oh, let's just watch TV, and I was like, whatever, I'll watch fucking whatever on Netflix, and I'll turn it on. I'm like, yeah, okay, get to play some games. Like 10:30, about like 11, I'm just like,
yep,
passed out. I'm like, god damn it.
Yeah, I'm trying to fuck up my sleep schedule tonight.
You're trying to fuck it up
I gotta do an overnight at work on Sunday night. So I gotta be like, try to get minimal sleep tonight so I can sleep all day tomorrow and then go in and work.
Stay up late as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do. I want to beat the Automatron, and hopefully start on not Nuka World or Fahaba. What's the other one?
There's one where you like build stuff in your base.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't want to do that. I do not like base building. Do you like base building?
Nah.
Can you take it or leave it, pretty much?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do not like base building. I never got into it in Fallout 4. I never got into it in any other game, like No Man's Sky. I just think the base building is meh. But
are you talking about the Vault-Tec Workshop one?
That might be it. But
that's also like the base building.
It's just building shit. Yeah, no, fuck that then. I just want to beat the Automatron then.
Yeah, I would say Automatron, Far Harbor, and then Nuka World.
That's a good sequence.
Yes, and also
isn't Far Harbor like 8 hours to beat or something?
I don't remember. Have you beaten the game on this file yet?
Yeah.
Are you like done with it? I would, because Nuka World kind of fucks over your stand-in with everyone, and everyone kind of hates you afterwards.
Everyone, like even the Institute.
I don't remember exactly,
don't fucking ruin that, man.
I don't
Fallout.
remember exactly, but like, do Nuka World as like one of your last things, mission wise.
Okay.
Like after that, it's just like you should just be exploring because it will.
Cool.
It could possibly fuck things up.
Well, fuck that.
And you'll understand why you get in.
7 people are playing Far Harbor right now.
Well,
on
that?
How long to beat or logged into, whatever. Yeah, that's 6 hours. That's pretty cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. Dude. I really like that game. When I first started playing that game, I was like, nah, I'll just try to get into it. And then once I did, I was like, wow.
What
really
weapons
immersive.
do you use?
What weapons do I use in the game?
Yeah. What's like your go-to weapon?
I like melee, but my go-to if I'm using a gun, it's either I decked out what the fuck's his name? You go inside his brain, you get his revolver.
Oh,
Kellogg's pistol. I use his 44 mag.
Yeah,
and I used the Deliverer because I use VATS a lot, and that boost. That's like pretty much like the PP7, like the James Bond gun.
Oh, you get that in this Railroad Quest.
I don't remember that.
I think you get it in Railroad Quest.
But you, as you're going through, like that's the best gun to use because when you go into VATS and you use it and you get a hit, it builds your critical meter like triple of any other gun. Plus, it uses almost no AP. None of your you can get like 30 shots in with that gun. So I can get like 3 crits with that within one VATS shot. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, I like the Pickman's blade because it's just a fucking like little knife and I stab it and it gets like 25% bleed damage. So I'll just walk up to someone, I'll back off for a bit and I'll walk up, I'll hit them again. It's pretty cheap, but it's funny. And then I like the that fucking
Power Fist.
The Power Fist you get from the dude in Walden's Pond in the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun, but it's not that strong. But it's fun to do it when you're higher level and you go back and you just fuck everybody up. But those and the Les Fusil Terrible or whatever, the one shotgun. That's one of the special shotguns in the game. The Fusil,
I feel like I vaguely remember
Terrible or something.
I vaguely
the terrible
remember
something. I don't know. That's my go-to shotgun because it does a lot of fire damage as well. So those are my go-tos. What about you? What do you use?
Every Fallout game, I pretty much rock a hunting rifle.
I got one of those.
A combat shotgun, and some sort of like automatic rifle.
I have a spray and pray, which is like a Tommy gun that has a big drum mag that does a lot of fire damage as well.
It's just
so it doesn't do too much damage, but once you hit him like 15 times, the burn damage like stacks. So
yeah, because my buddy was like asking me because he started playing Fallout 3 again. He's like, "Do you use energy weapons? Like, are they any good?" I was like, honestly, like I told him the same thing. I'm like, these are my 3 go-to guns. Like that's all I use and up those skills. So it's tough to say, but I've heard they're good late game if you build up to it.
Yeah, the Fuse Terrible, whatever shotgun I use is a version of a combat shotgun.
Yeah,
so it's pretty badass. It's a good weapon.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude! Didn't you use the crank? Use that crank electronic gun at the beginning.
I used it in the beginning. Yeah.
Because you got 4 shots off it.
Yeah, because I upped it so that way you could get like 4 cranks in it or something and one shot a bunch of people.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, but
which is useful early game, but I feel like it's a trap because like late game.
It takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
To crank that.
Yeah, it's definitely like there's only one strong guy in the area type thing.
Yep. Kill everybody quick and then
But
fuck that.
Change the subjects. Did I tell you about a show called The Terror?
Nope.
All right, I think you would be interested in this show.
Why is that, Matt?
All right, so I heard about it on another podcast. I haven't been able to watch it yet. This is all like word of mouth of what I've heard it's about. So I don't remember when it takes place. It takes place like 100 or 200 years ago.
I wasn't
but
around.
It's a story about. It's based off of real events. When people were going up to explore the Arctic Circle in ships.
Oh.
And they just disappeared. And people found the ships, but they never found bodies. So it's essentially what they are speculating kind of what happened. up
dude
through those moments. And apparently it's like a really good show. There's only like one season out right now. But it's one of those things where it's like, you know, like they deal with, obviously, I'm sure, cannibalism and like just having to survive in the cold. It's like, it sounds like a kind of a messed up show, but a really good show.
Like that, dude. Holy shit! Could you imagine?
No, I couldn't.
I'll look into that. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah,
sounds pretty interesting.
Like I said, I think there's one season out right now.
Hell yeah, dude. That's my kind of shit.
But it's one of those shows where it's like, it sounds like it's like suspenseful, dreadful, but like, and it's based on true events.
Also,
so
just extremely entertaining.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. I'll definitely check it out.
If you do watch it, let me know, because then I can watch it. And then...
Dude, I have no fucking time, man. I gotta time to take a dump. I'm like so busy. It's ridiculous. But yeah, what was I gonna say
about
that? You're talking about ships and everything. Ever since I played Uncharted 4, when Nathan Drake was like retired from his salvage or from his thievery, he becomes a salvager, like a diver that like goes down and like, oh, there's a train car right down here, we need to pull it up and take its contents out, like, or there's a ship. How cool of a job would that be, dude? Being like a diver, just going down, salvaging shit, and like, fucking, that'd be sweet. I think that'd be pretty cool. And ever since I played that game, I was like, always in the back of my head, I'm just, how do I get a job as a salvager? Okay, I gotta get my diver's license.
I'd be kind of scared to do that in the ocean.
Why?
Sharks, man.
I mean, you got to go sometime.
I like all my limbs.
How easy is it to be like? Well, how cool would it be to just be like, yeah, go up in heaven, be like, what's up, St. Peter, St. Paul, boom, Judas, fuck you, you're in heaven, you're in hell. But I had to die. I got eaten by a shark, dude. I got eaten by a fucking shark. That'd be so sweet to say. Like, oh, how'd you die? Cardiac arrest. How'd you die? Got in a car accident. How'd you die? Eaten by a fucking great white shark. That's the story. Well, how'd you get it? Okay, Matt's not on board. So anyway, Switch, Pokemon. Let's drop another fucking bomb, Matt. I'm like, please switch gears here. Because you're not on board. He's not on board.
Nope.
Anyway.
I'm out that window.
Anyway, I'm excited as all hell to get these versions of Pokemon on Switch. Have you seen anything?
No.
You've not seen anything about Pokemon on Switch?
No.
Let's go Pikachu or let's go Eevee? No.
I've heard it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. I'm gonna pull up my handy dandy notebook here.
That's not a notebook. That's a phone. That's an Edge.
Look at me, I'm Matt. I'm cool.
A notebook is like a laptop, isn't it? Isn't there like a notebook laptop or something bad?
Yes,
Chromebook.
Yes. Anyway.
Wait, doesn't even have an H in it. You can't do that.
I know.
You can't do that.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I know you're trying to bam.
I'm
I know you're trying to
really
bam.
Excited.
But
I'm just really
H,
excited.
you can't even use an H in that word.
I can do whatever the fuck I want, man.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can, man.
No, you can't. You're not
Omnipotent?
I wasn't sure if that was the right
Omnibenevolent?
word. Omnipotent is the word I was looking for, but I wasn't sure if it was the right word.
Probably not. It's definitely not. Anyway, for you out there, pretty much Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee is pretty much a revamp of Pokemon Yellow version, where either Pikachu or Eevee follows you around as you go around this new Pokemon world. Set back in Kanto, where the original Pokemon was taking place. And guess what? For all of us 26 and like 25, 24, 30-year-olds, it is the original 151. It's the original 151 Pokemon. No random ass like 300 fucking number or whatever. It's the original 151. And I'm really excited because Pokemon Yellow has a sweet spot for it. Because I remember vividly when I was a kid, I wanted that in the worst way for Game Boy. I didn't get it for my birthday. And I was like a little sad, you know, a little 8-year-old like pouting around. And then my aunt shows up in my house at like 9:30 at night and she has a gift. Guess what size it was, Matt? It's that big. Guess what it was, Matt?
A flask.
Yeah, it was a flask. I got a bunch of whiskey for my eighth birthday. No, dude, it was fucking Pokemon Yellow, and that game was amazing.
For sure, you said that story before.
Yeah, dude, that's great. It's great. I'm on IGN right now. Look up some actual information of what they're saying about it, but there's some rumors that the game's going to be multiplayer.
I mean, Pokemon Yellow is multiplayer. You know, you had the cool kid in the neighborhood that had the connector cable.
Yeah.
You connected in one, you connected in the other, and
it was okay. I'm talking about Switch. When Switch Online goes active in like September, this game I can.
It's a top down though, isn't it? Essentially, what all the Pokemon games have been.
I don't think it's top down. I think it's like a 3D. It's a mixture of like Pokemon Go, if you can imagine this, with Pokemon Yellow. It's a 3D aspect of you going around like.
Okay.
Cricket. But okay, let me find the article here that I found the other day.
Okay. I'm a little confused about it, but okay.
What would you think about a multiplayer like online Pokemon game? Would you dig that?
It depends how they do it.
So like say for example, you can play the entire game as the game is and supposed to be, but every now and then like I can come across you in the real world in that Pokemon game and just for shits and giggles just get into a battle with you.
See, you know? I don't know.
No?
I don't know. I'm indifferent.
Whatever. Anyway, excuse me. According to IGN, every type of Pokemon fan should be very happy right now. The Pokemon Company, together with Game Freak and Niantic, announced not one, but 3 Pokemon games that will launch in the next year and a half. Pokemon Quest for the Nintendo Switch and mobile, which was available for free on Switch immediately after the announcement. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee for the Switch to be released on November 16th. They also announced a core RPG title, also for the Switch, planned for 2019. That's going to be fucking cool, man.
We'll see.
Were you not a big Pokemon fan, man?
I was, but it's like, if it's not something new, like, I'm not going to be...
Okay, what about the core game? The new core game that's going to come out for Switch in 2019. What do you think about that?
I don't know. Honestly, like, I want it to be awesome, but if it's not something different from what every other Pokemon game has been, I can't see dropping more than $30 on it.
Yeah, I think, you know, I forget which one it was. Was it Pokemon like Sun or Moon where they took away the gym battles and everything?
I feel like I remember hearing about that, but I didn't actually.
They take like one aspect away and then they bring it back, and they take one aspect away and then throw it back in there like 2 generations later. But like, dude, I don't know. Pokemon's like that was the game for me when I was like.
Oh,
7,
I played
8, 9 years old.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just a total fart ton of it. You know, me too. But I'm really excited for this. I don't know why. I just something with the original 151, going back to Kanto, going back with your Pikachu on your back or Eevee, whoever, just riding around with you. It's gonna be great. I think. But apparently Matt's not on board with me.
We'll see.
Matt's a little rat bastard son of a bitch. Anyway, Matt, I have an injured finger.
Yeah. Pussy.
Yeah. Do you know why?
Yeah, I know why.
You know
I saw your Instagram story. Because you're a little pussy.
No, I'm not a fucking pussy. I mean, maybe I am in some sort of way. But, dude, we went to a Ninja Warrior playhouse yesterday.
Do you see any boo-boos with my hands? Any boo-boos?
You know what?
Any boo-boos?
You know what?
I don't see any boo-boos. I don't see any boo-boos.
My
this many.
fucking... Yeah. My hands are fucking gross, dude.
You should have ripped that thing off.
I just saw that, dude. It can come off if
you might as well. That's what I would have done.
Skittish people out there.
The second
God damn it! God damn! I got
the second it would have happened. Go Go.
I got potatoes taken out of the fucking oven.
Jesus Christ. He's being...
talking, man. You sound great.
See this guy?
You sound amazing.
He...
Oh my god, I can hear you.
Alright, because he's not going to listen to this. You guys should all go on his Instagram and call him a little wuss for it. Because obviously he's not going to listen for it. Now he's making clitter clatter. Clitter.
Cool,
clatter,
man.
clatter.
You sound so good, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, I can hear you.
So,
I couldn't hear you. What were you saying?
nothing. I was just telling the people that are going to listen what they should do.
What they should do?
Yeah.
Try the salmon ladder at a Ninja Warrior place. It is hard.
I'm surprised you didn't break the bar. You're a big guy.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. This kid there reminded me he reminded me of you to like a fucking T. It was weird. It was really weird. I felt like I knew him.
Go on.
Didn't know him. Actually, this kid, I don't know if he's a manager. Like he works at this rock climbing it's a gym / Ninja Warrior playground in Longmont, Colorado.
Yeah, it looked like a Ninja Warrior course for like 10-year-olds.
It is, but still, us 26-year-olds can't do it. It's the same thing. It's just he just made everything himself, which is pretty sweet. But this guy who actually was like helping us, coaching us a little bit, he just competed in American Ninja Warrior, and his episode's gonna air in July, so he couldn't tell us like how he did and everything. But when I got there, I said to myself, like, oh, I gotta do this salmon ladder, and I think
it's hard.
I gotta get at least once. I gotta get at least one.
I think it's hard.
It's fucking difficult. But
Yeah, salmon ladder isn't easy.
no, it's not. So I tried, and I got one up. I didn't get this one up.
Mhm.
One up, and then he was like, "Dude, you're trying to pull from here, and all you have is this range of motion. You gotta get up here, and you have all that range of motion." I was like,
Yep.
"Oh, makes sense." So I pulled up a little bit, kicked my legs a little bit, and I got it. I was like, "Oh, sweet, that was actually not too bad." So I got it again. He's like, "Cool, man. Just try to go down." Okay. So I went down, and I swung, and this just caught it, like down. It just fucking ripped.
Mhm.
And I was like, "Oh man, that hurt." I was like, that didn't feel too good." And I looked down at my hand; it was just covered in blood. He was like, "Yo, man, we got paper towels and tape inside." I was like, "Cool, thanks. I'll see you later." So I went and doctored this bastard up. But dude, that thing fucking stings.
Yeah, I would have tore that thing off the second it happened.
No, I'm not gonna do that. No,
That's just
no,
that's gonna
That's
be
disgusting.
painful.
That's
if
absolutely
anything.
disgusting. We'll never get any viewers ever again.
I haven't had a flapper in
Okay.
a while, in all honesty.
Dude, that's a good flapper, man.
Yeah, that is. I used to get a lot in climbing, and now just I don't get them
Yeah.
anymore because I don't
Yeah,
hold
the
on to
dude-
holds that I can get them from.
Yeah. And I was the kid there made it look so easy. And I
Yeah.
was like, dude, like how tall are you? What do you weigh? He's like, oh, I'm like 5'6", now we're 140. I'm like, that's how it's a little bit easier for you.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
You bastard. I'm 6'3", like 220. Like, fuck you. I can't do it.
it's one of the reasons I believe I'm so strong in climbing is because I weigh so little.
Dude, he says like he was claiming that he could.
What beer is she on?
She's on 3. I'm on 3. I had a
Wow, you guys are alcoholics.
dude. We only drink on like Saturdays.
Yeah,
crazy.
I only drink on Fridays for the most part.
I only drink on days ending in Y.
Hi,
That's
Ash.
my girlfriend Ashley. She wants to be in the episode, I guess. But yeah, dude, that was a difficult little excursion we did for a team building event for work. It was a Ninja Warrior thing, but goddamn,
Mm-hmm.
that was difficult. And
I was
those
actually a
dudes make it look
Ninja Warrior
way
for
too
work.
easy.
Me. Yeah, words.
Words,
Word.
words, sentences,
Words.
punctuation,
I'm good at words.
enunciation.
I was at one for work also actually last weekend. Yeah, but I couldn't do
Where's
any
that at?
courses because I was getting sick.
You're a
Westchester,
sick ass bastard. You know?
Westchester, Pennsylvania.
Westchester.
Because our competitive team for climbing that I coach was having an end of the year party, and
That's cool.
we went out there for it. And obviously, being climbers, like we have the upper body strength we need to be able to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So like a lot of the kids were just able to naturally do a lot of the courses.
Dude, I'm not kidding. We were there with like, I'm 26. The other guy was like 30. The other guy was like 40. Other dude's like 38. I'm probably the youngest person there.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it wasn't easy for us.
Yeah.
And some, the one dude was a rock climber. I go to the gym a lot. It's like it's a completely foreign motions for doing all these things. And dude, we had like a scheduled time from like 3 to 4 or 2 to 4, and from 4 to like 8, it's like open gym. And there was like 6-year-olds there waiting for us to get done. And once we got done, they hopped on.
Just showed you up there.
Those motherfuckers were like same line, like boom, 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 fucking jumping from one side to the next. I'm like, dude, why are you fucking kidding me? These guys are monkeys.
One of the kids I coach actually goes to like one of those gyms like once a week. So like he's just able to do all that stuff. And when he climbs, he barely uses his feet. And I'm gonna start like throwing tennis balls at him when he doesn't, because he's insanely good with his grip strength because he does the Ninja Warrior stuff. And it's like, dude, use your feet when you climb. You climb like 3 grades harder probably, but he's
a
little brat and won't. But like at the Ninja Warrior course, he was just showing everyone up.
Everybody up. The dude who was teaching us said he can climb like V10,
V11.
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty fucking strong.
V10, V11.
It's pretty fucking
based
strong.
on, like, with his grip strength and everything, he was saying like, yeah, we went out. And I was able to be like a V10. Like, it's like
that's respectable.
I talked to my buddy.
That's like,
and he said that letter with a number behind it, and I was like, well, that's pretty cool. He said that was hard, and that's like a number +2. Like, that's pretty hard.
Yeah, like when it comes to boulder and it starts out V0 outside, it goes up to V16 right now for sure. I think there's a proposed V17. And the reason it's proposed is
the flat wall.
No, like essentially this is the boulder and you're climbing up this side of it. I think it's about that angle.
With no fucking grip.
It's probably very little holds or very, very bad holds and big moves. I'll try and find a video of it.
It's ridiculous. I give you props. All those dudes need Ninja
like
Warrior props.
Once when it comes to bouldering, like if you're climbing V8, V9, even indoors, like if you're climbing V9, like that's where it's like these guys are people that have been putting their work and busting their asses to get this far, and like not necessarily near professional level, because like to get there for guys you have to be climbing like V14 or doing some insanely hard stuff or crazy stuff, like Alex Honnold. But it's just like once you start hitting V9, like if I'm in the gym and I'm climbing around like working there, I know most of the strong people that climb there, and there's times where I'll be climbing and I'll see someone I don't know, never seen before, coming in and just start walking all the hardest stuff we have up. I just go up to that. I'm like, who is that guy? Because he's really strong and he's hurting my ego a little bit because I set some of those climbs.
Yeah.
So,
shit, that's impressive, man. Some people are just amazing, Like, I don't know. I mean, what do you climb? What's your V?
So a lot of people are like, oh, only take outdoor grades into account, but I don't climb a lot outdoors as of right now. Okay. Outdoors, the hardest I've done boulders V8, which I got pretty much V8. Day of working it on a climb that most people don't get day of working it.
Dude, you could have a V8.
But indoors, I've climbed 2 V10s. Both on, I think it was about 70-degree angle. So like I'm climbing up like this underside.
Yep.
Both were at that angle.
Jesus Christ.
So, and it was all just like squeezing super hard like this.
I have a hard time pouring cereal in the morning. So I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing.
You get used to it.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't train that way. Like,
with your weightlifting, you were essentially tearing down muscles. Like climbing doesn't necessarily do that. Climbing works mostly the back, the core, and the fingers. Like, look at my fucking.
Yeah, the dude I was talking to, he says he does negative finger curls to build like tendon and like ligament strength. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't do that. Your fucking fingers. But
like I said, you look at me, you don't suspect me to be a strong climber. I'm a little, got noodle arms.
It's all relative, man. It's all relative.
So, and I drink beer.
I drink beer too.
All right.
It's the off season.
It's actually funny we're getting to the subject because a couple of months ago we had a competition for like people and like for like Philly, Washington, Ohio, New York.
Yeah.
And it was a competition to send people to nationals for a national competition. Get that out of here. But it was like the guy that was in charge of it flew in from Salt Lake City. He was part of the United States Climbing Association, and a certified setter for them. And yeah, and like he was strong. Like he's climbed like I think V11, V12 outside. And there's one day where we were eating lunch, and like him and the other setter that flew out, like they're eating like healthy, like trail mix, like nuts, like fruit, like stuff like that, like healthy stuff, not like pre-processed like packaged stuff. And then you got us setters that were working it that work also at our gym. We're eating Wawa, we're eating we're microwaving our food, we're buying all this pre-packaged processed stuff, and
eating fucking bologna.
And the chief setter that flew out for it, he looks at us and he goes, I don't know how you guys are so strong. And we're like, what do you mean? And he's like, you guys eat so horribly.
You guys eat that, fucking garbage.
Like, he's like, I don't know how are you guys so strong? We're like, we don't know. He's like, do you guys do like a lot of workouts to like get strong? And we're like, no, we just climb.
12 ounce curls, buddy.
He's like, if you were to eat a little bit healthier and actually do like climbing workouts, you could probably be climbing all like a solid grade or two harder at least. And when you're climbing V10, like once you bump up each grade from there, it gets exponentially harder essentially. And it's like,
yeah,
could be.
Well, thanks, buddy, but
I like my buffalo chicken sandwich from Wawa.
I want a buffalo chicken cheeseburger in the worst way. So I had to substitute. I got one of Chicken Pete's. So suck it. But yeah, dude, it's good topic conversation because like I was talking to the kid who worked there. I think his name was like Austin Gray or something. He's competing. He's gonna be on the American Ninja Warrior in like July. But we were like talking about like our lifts, different lifts like squat, bench, deadlift, and everything.
Yeah. Before
we got like out there and everything, my boss was asking me like, "Oh, bench?" And I was like, "Oh, like 330 was like my max." And the kid was like, "Oh, 385 is mine." I'm like, dude, 385? I was like, "Yeah, my deadlift 385." I was like, "Oh, my deadlift's like 485." He's like, "Oh, never mind." But dude, it's so relative.
It is.
He's 140 pounds, like 5'6", 5'7". He's a strong motherfucker, but like, just whatever ratios it's all whatever ratios you are, dude. I'm just I'm not strong, just taller and fatter, I guess.
I mean, there's a guy I work with, I climb with. You met him, the one I had people over, Tom, taller guy.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit shorter than you, like an inch. What?
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a cool guy, nice guy, and he climbs just as hard as me. But he's a foot taller than me, probably a solid 50, 60 pounds heavier than me.
That adds a lot of weight.
And it adds weight, but like he's put in his time and effort and just busts his ass and climbs just as hard. Funny story, actually. I don't know if I told you this.
Bring it on. So
apparently, I got told this secondhand by someone else. But I guess at one point, like when I had those people, everyone over, and you either got up to get a beer, or, like went to the bathroom or something. And I didn't hear this, but my buddy Tom, he was the taller guy, who's generally probably used to being the biggest guy at a party.
Yeah.
He leaned over to my other coworker and just looked at him and goes, "Dude, that guy is fucking huge." And I heard that. I just started cracking up. Because I was like, You are someone like when you're sitting down, like you can't really see necessarily how big you are. But like
I mean,
then when you stand up, and especially since you were like, I'm pretty sure you were sitting like right next to me that night. So like when you stood up, and if I was standing right next to you, just seeing the 1.5 height difference.
You were on the stool next to me.
Yeah.
We're playing cart, and I stood up. I guess I went to the
Yeah.
bathroom.
My buddy was like, "Yeah, I did not realize how big he was sitting down until he stood up, and he was like, he was enormous." I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, he's doing bodybuilding. Yeah, it's like he's doing bodybuilding right now. He's like, that makes sense. I'm like, yeah.
Explains it. Clarissa explains it all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's an old show.
It is an old show. Doesn't that bitch have a horse? Whatever. Hell yeah,
What?
dude. Clarissa explains it all. Isn't she like on a ranch or something? Like in the middle of the fuck? Whatever. That's besides the point. That's like a 1999 Nickelodeon show. Doesn't matter. It's like video games. Let's get back on the track of video games. I like that we deviated a little bit. That was fun. I like that. But dude, have you played Horizon yet?
No.
Have you played Bloodborne yet?
Played it a little bit. Dark Souls Remastered came out. I got distracted.
That's true. Dude, you gotta play Horizon. I want to get back into Horizon to play the DLC when you're getting into the game. And I just want to hear like you experience the game as I did at that point in time, as I'm also playing the game.
I'm gonna stream it. Nice.
Thank you.
I've heard. I guess there's like some collectibles where there's like 6 in the entire world that you can go collect or something.
There's some harder things to find.
And I've heard there's one that is in like I guess the prologue area, like in the very beginning, where essentially if you don't get it, you're screwed. And can't go back and get it.
I got it. When you go into an area, I think this isn't spoiling anything. I think it's called like Mother's Den or something. Mother's something. But once you go in there and you leave, the doors close and you can't get back in. But there's a glitch that you can kind of climb up some rocks and jump through some shit and tumble back down. But I got it. All right, I got it. So don't worry about that if you get to that point.
I mean, honestly, when I do play through a game, because I've heard it now, I'm gonna explore like every nook and cranny in that opening area.
You can do, dude, and that's gonna take a long time. But that game,
maybe I'll do that tonight.
Yeah, let's do it. I'll be drinking some beer, but
I got it installed.
I want to be Automatron, but I'm like, yeah, fuck that, because like it's glitched out and I can't build that robot, so I'm pissed. So whatever for now. But yeah, dude, I want to get back into that game because I was thinking about it the other day, and I was comparing that, like my thoughts on that game to my thoughts on God of War. And I'm like, dude, the more I think about, like, because when I got into God of War, it was when I was listening to podcasts and everything about everybody hyping it up, and I was like, wow, this is a really, really, really good game. And I got into that, and I was really enjoying it, and I was like, well, cool, this game's amazing. And then backed away for a little bit, so I played some other games, and I was thinking about that game as compared to my experience with Horizon. And I was like, damn, well, I think I had probably just as good of an experience playing Horizon as I did God of War with the story, because that story in Horizon is just so powerful too. Like, that's us, man. Like, everybody on Earth just. You haven't played the fucking game, god damn it, Matt. But like,
don't give me that.
It involves, like, if you think about it, it could be me, it could be you, it could be Ashley, it could be whoever, and that shit but that affects everybody. You know what I mean?
All right.
So like, I'm thinking about that, and I'm like, wow, that game is pretty powerful in its own right. But God of War was just as powerful, I think, if not a little bit more. But the open world aspect and like the taming of like these machines and everything, I think I liked Horizon a little bit more.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Yep.
I did start playing through Arkham Origins again, Batman Arkham Origins.
Okay.
Because it has a game mode, which I would like to see in more games.
What's that?
So it has, first playthrough, and then it has New Game Plus after that, where it's like, you load in, you have all your stuff.
Horizon. Yep.
But then there is a game mode called I Am the Night, where essentially it is permadeath mode, where
I'm the night.
if you're playing and you die, the file erases, and you have to start over at the very beginning again. I would like to see
games.
To an extent, yeah. Not for the first time
You're a
through,
masochist.
but like if I played it 2 or 3 times and it's like, I want to have a little bit of challenge.
Yeah, I played this 3-4
Like,
times. I should know how to get through this.
I don't think I would want to do it as a first playthrough,
No, fuck no.
but like it's definitely a game where it's like I played it a couple times, never really challenged me. I want to feel like I'm actually challenged and like I actually have to weigh out, is this risk worth it of going in? Because that's a game where like you can kind of like be stealthy, or you can just straight up punch people in the face.
Matt, what is your take on game difficulties? Like, when you start a game, do you just immediately like, I'm gonna go for fucking beast mode, hard as hell, or do you like kind of edge more toward the story? And I kind of suspect your answer here, but
So usually more towards the hard mode.
So.
Especially if there's an achievement for it. But there are games where like if I'm not concerned about achievements, like God of War was one. I just played it on normal.
Yeah, there was no me too. There's no gradation. There's no difficulty challenge for that game. That's great.
But like I think it was Wolfenstein. It was like beat on nightmare mode or something, and beat on Uber, and like you had to beat the game before unlocking Uber, and it was like
stupid.
Well, I'm gonna go here on nightmare then and play through that.
Well, I guess that adds the replayability if you're a trophy seeker or an achievement seeker. But I always edged more toward like normal mode. Like, even though like, if you played RPGs before, play on hard. Like, okay, yeah, no.
Yeah, it depends on the game. Like, like I said, I'm playing through a game called Styx with my buddy, and there's 4 difficulties. It was like one where it's like, the enemies don't get alerted as easily. 2 was like enemies alert you normally, and I think there was something else. And then the 3rd difficulty had like another aspect to it, and the 4th had another aspect to it, where there like with no checkpoints. And like I read the reviews before I even bought the game, and it was like, you can't do hand-to-hand combat in this game. Like, you're just gonna die. And we're like, and I looked at it, I was like, well, I don't see an achievement for the hardest difficulty. We're just gonna play on normal. And I'm glad we are, because we are failing and dying nonstop to the point where it's like, this game is hard. Like, there's only 9 missions in the game. I think we've put 4 hours into 4 missions so far, because it's just we keep dying. Game. Yeah, and like I'm assuming it's only going to get harder. So we're like,
absolutely,
we're just gonna stick with this.
Yeah, so. I played God of War on like the normal mode, kind of like give me a balance between combat and story. But dude, okay, what did you think that game was hard? Like a little bit, like still a little bit challenging on.
For playing on normal, it did feel slightly on the harder side.
Yeah. Have you gone to play any Valkyries? Beat any Valkyries yet?
No. I'm not touched it since I beat it.
Okay. I dabble a little bit, get my ass raped, but I do. Not bad. But I would like to. I'd like to go back and see what Give Me God of War mode offers, because that's gonna be fucking difficult, man.
Enemies do more damage if you have.
I'm guessing the enemies do more damage, you get less health, or
they have more health.
Destroys you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but like I started out on hard, like the second hardest difficulty. I was like, I got this. And I was going through it. I played the first 2 enemies. I was like, it's kind of difficult. I guess like the first like main boss, I was just getting my
stranger
slapped. The stranger?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I was just getting my balls like by him, and I was like, can't do it. Pause. Change difficulty. Normal. And I was like, I still had a little bit of a hard time beating him, but I didn't know the game mechanics yet, really. But still, it was hard. It was a little hard.
My last achievement for Cuphead is beat the game on expert, or beat all bosses on expert. And
Gotcha.
like some of the
Is
bosses
it on Switch?
I think it might be. But Switch doesn't have achievements.
Which sucks, dude. Come on.
I know.
Come on,
I want them
Taco.
so bad.
Get your shit together.
But like there's one boss when you fight Cuphead, that you fight in Cuphead, where you're fighting a dragon essentially up in the sky, and there's clouds that are going from right to left.
Yep.
So you have to jump on the clouds while attacking them and avoiding attacks. But on expert, they go left to right, which the way the boss is set up, also he starts on the right side of the screen, then moves to the left side and stays on the left side. So it's like I'm so used to like the clouds going from right to left that when I'm gonna do it on expert, it's gonna be like a whole nother like, oh god, this is gonna be ridiculous. But luckily with the attacks you get in it makes it not as bad.
Yeah, man. That shit.
So
You know me. I'm not the best at like gaming. I love gaming. I'm not very good at it. I just highly enjoy it. I err toward the side of easier. I do like like MMOs, like Battlefield 1. I was actually pretty, but like games like that I'm okay at, but like RPGs and stuff like on hard difficulty.
I mean, I know you're not good at games because you just gotta look at our Mario Kart record.
That's on Ashley's account.
Oh, that's on Ashley's account, so it doesn't count.
Drop the paperclip. Yeah, doesn't count. Doesn't count.
I mean,
all the wins on Ashley's account are for me. So S&D. Anyway,
you're sad.
You also texted me earlier today, or hit me up on Discord, about some Walking Dead news. Is this true? That Andrew Lincoln is leaving the Walking Dead?
Yeah, I've heard he's leaving after season 9.
This is news to me. I stopped watching this. I stopped watching it.
I haven't watched the last season.
What was the season when they were at like the place with the cannibals? Sanctuary?
I don't remember.
Sanctuary? Anyway, I haven't watched it for a long time because I thought it was getting like too sloppy, but
and it's a shame because like this past season was like I was really excited for it because I read the comics and it was like, oh, I'm super excited for this to come in to a TV show, and it was just like I lost interest by then, and I kind of want to get back into it because like if they're following through with the comics, the next season it's going to be creepy.
Epic.
Is like this was like what seemed like this is like the ultimate person versus person battle. The next season theoretically is gonna be very creepy and almost disturbing.
I'm kind of into that shit though, like Manhunt game, like oh, dude, creepy.
Maybe not necessarily that far.
Oddly.
Essentially, they seem to be following the comics. I'll give a spoiler alert here, for what happens in the comics. But essentially,
I'm just listening harder actually.
They run into a group of people that wear zombie skin and are able to blend in and walk with the zombies that way.
Dude, that's season 1 shit. That's season 1 stuff when they
but like they put like full on masks over them, and it was very creepy.
That's taking it a step further.
It was very creepy in the beginning when I was reading, and like you were seeing like zombies whispering. It was like, are these zombies actually like starting to become like sentient? Yeah.
Yep. Sentient.
And then you slowly find out like it's people inside them, but it's like that adds that aspect of like when they got like a bunch of zombies around them, they usually drop their guard a little bit by now because they've been dealing with zombies for years. It's like, all right, you know, we know easily how to take them out, and then they go to attack a zombie, and it turns out to be a human, and the human just kills that person. That's like not that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh shit, like. You gotta treat every zombie as like a legitimate threat now because you don't know at this point if it's a actual human underneath or if it's an actual zombie. So
creepy.
If they go with that aspect, it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, Andrew Lincoln is apparently leaving after season 9. At least for season 9 or season 10. I mean, he might be back in something later at the end of the series. I don't know. But apparently also the lady that plays Maggie, Lauren Cohen, I think is her name.
Sure.
Glenn's love interest from The Farm from season 2.
He's I didn't see him, but
he don't have a head anymore.
He don't beat it no more.
his head is spaghetti.
I haven't seen it. So, but I heard from like 15 people that Glenn's dead. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. From 2 years ago. But
it's like, God damn it. I stopped watching after like the whole
But apparently she's leaving too. And it's just like
their whole fucking core. It's just gonna turn into the Fear of the Walking Dead as the main cast of Walking Dead.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Whatever.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see. I haven't got into that show anymore, but let it ride. Let it ride.
Let it ride.
You know. Let it ride. Let it ride. You're just coughing and burping, dude. Gross
Yeah.
ass motherfucker.
Do we have anything
Gross
else?
as bitch.
Is there anything else in the excuse me? Excuse
I had that. I did. No, Matt, I'm good, man. I just wanted to talk about Pokemon and Fallout pretty much. That was my main 2 things.
Those were your main 2 things?
Topics. Those are my main topics.
Um,
I'm actually probably gonna go play Fallout after I eat dinner. So
they-
maybe some Horizon if you want to get on.
I think
do
it's
that.
I have to install it, so I don't know if I'm gonna actually be able to do it.
You're gonna have a 45-minute fucking update.
Yeah, I thought about that just 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Do it tonight when you go to bed for 2 hours, and you might wake up to a half updated.
I mean, I can just do it. Start now.
You could. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can probably do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm good, Matt.
All right.
Peace out, everybody. Thank you for watching, and we will catch you next week on another episode of Guy Party Podcast. See you then.
Bye.